Hi, everybody. It's August 6th, I believe. Yeah, August 6th, 2024. Things are about to get crazy. No need to fear anything or be worried or stressed. Be aware. Take some ashwagandha, smoke a joint when you're home safe, and just relax. It's going to be okay. But things are going to get a little wild. Keep in mind, we have criminals still running our governments. I think the good guys are more in charge now than they ever been. Well, in our lifetimes. However, the deep state's still running a lot of it. And a lot of people are still buying their bullshit. I just talked to somebody just recently and said, hey, Kamala's doing a good job. I don't get that. I mean, I get it that they've watched the news and they're repeating what they're told, but it's still not clicking for a lot of you guys out there. I don't think many of you watching me on here, a few of you. I have a couple followers that reach out to me and send me emails and stuff saying, hey, I love your work, but I disagree with this or that, which is what I'm looking for. I want you guys to call me out and say, hey, I don't believe that. Show me some proof, or let's talk about it. Let's figure it out. Otherwise, you're just a caboose following me, and, that's what got in the mess in the first place. People just follow what somebody else tells them to. So like I always say, question everything I say, especially what I say. Just because I don't like cabooses. I want you to be a leader. Please, lead yourself. Lead your family. Guide them. So right now, they're talking the Israeli-Iran war, which is basically deep state versus white hats. That's what all these wars are. It's not China versus Russia versus United States versus UK. It's deep state satanic cults that want to just sow discontent because they feed off of our struggle and our fear and our pain and misery. They feed off of it. That's why our cities are set up like grids. That's why our stadiums are all connected and everything's connected like a circuit board, because they feed off of our louche energy, our stress. And that's why things happen the way they are. Quick, easy answer. Now, when this does break off, I just got reports from a friend in Germany saying that they're hearing earthquakes on the coast of Israel, and they're thinking it might be nuclear weapons. The big firecrackers people call them now because they get it censored on here. I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm just letting you know people are out there now sharing information that it might have just happened. The war might have just broke out. Now, in the United Kingdom, there's groups of people running around attacking groups of other people. And a lot of it's being based on race and religion. And those two were designed to separate us, to divide us. I've studied many of the major world religions, not all of them, and I don't know everything about them, so don't think I'm saying that. But I've studied enough of each one, of the common ones, there's hundreds of them from what I heard, that they're all sharing the true story hidden with a bunch of egoic lies of man to control, or the devil's control. So the truth is, that I found in all the religions that I've looked at, and just from what I know, the answers are within you, your sacred heart. You're connected to Source, all, the Creator. I say this in most of my videos. You are the temple. Your body, this body you're seeing on here, is the temple, is my temple, and you're carrying your temple around. Nothing outside of me is in control of me. It can influence, it can try to persuade and suggest and encourage, but it can't make me do it. And that's what pisses those people off who work on that side. They want to control you. They're narcissists, and they disconnected themselves from Source love within their heart, and they're living up in their left hemisphere, their brain, analytical, it's got to be this way, my way, narcissist. If they don't get their way, they're like a kid, they have a tantrum. And like I tell my nieces and nephews when they're having a tantrum, it's like, that shit doesn't work on me, just stop. And they, after a while, they figure out, they say, oh, okay, and they just move on. It's funny, you see, they go from extreme rage to, oh, all right, well, let's work it out, let's go. So if a kid can do it, an adult can do it, but we're not there yet. So the moral of the story is, you have all the answers within you. I have all the answers within me. We are Source love. We are limitless. You don't need anybody to tell you what to do, think, feel, or write, or wear, or anything. You can learn from people and grow that way. And this deep state people, now they're telling people in New Zealand that they have the right to hold you down at gunpoint and inject you with a bioweapon. That shit is not going to fly here. If that shit tries to fly here, I promise you, if somebody tries to hold me down and stick something in my arm, the universe itself will work with me to stop that from happening. If you're infringing on universal law, trying to force a deadly weapon into somebody, you know what kind of karmic reciprocation that's going to cause? How many reverberations you're going to cause of that? You'll never win. Even if you get away with sticking a couple needles in people, your life will fall apart damn near instantly. And who knows what it may be, but just it'll be something terrible that you don't like and you don't want to happen, because you cannot infringe on free will without repercussions. So in New Zealand, they took the guns away. They don't have their guns there, the Kiwis, from what I know. Never been there, but I'm friends with a few people there. And now they're doing that shit. This is America. Still, we're still the Republic. Yeah, we've gone down a bumpy road and we've been pretty misled for a long time. But that core of, this is my heart, this is source, this is my guiding star, my North Star, or my pole star. This is where I get my knowledge from, my creator, source. You don't have authority over me. You never have, or anyone else for that matter, unless they give it to you willingly, and that's their choice. So they're trying to inject people forcefully with injections in New Zealand, or they're getting ready to. And they'll do that in Australia, the United Kingdom probably, Germany most likely, and Canada, because a lot of them gave up their guns and they're pretty controlled right now. And if you notice, when the vaccine passports came out, that's exactly where they started, those countries. And they tried to roll them out, and they said, it didn't work, and they didn't even bother here, because we're not going to fucking do it. So, you have that power within you. Don't ever let anybody else outside of you say, hey, you have to take this. I just spoke to a lady. I just picked up some shilajit from an apothecary I go to. She took the shots because she was scared. She took 2 of them. She literally just told me she regrets it to this day. She's achy, she's tired, she doesn't heal as fast. She tried to blame it on getting older, and she says, it's not getting older. Yeah, she is getting older, but the shots really did a number on her. Many people I know, same thing, my grandma included. A lot of family members. Those shots are designed to wipe out the population, to weaken us and kill us off. So if anyone shows up, I don't care how many cops you have, it doesn't matter. The universe itself will work with you to stop that. Know your power in your heart. And if anyone's trying to hurt you with that, know your power. Step into your power and say no. No. You don't need that shit. If that's your choice. If you want them to inject you with it, that's your choice too. But karma will deal with the rest of it. So, again, this isn't fear-mongering. This isn't anything like that. This is keep your head on a swivel. Look around what's going on around you. And just be calm. Get some ashwagandha root. Get some cannabis, some clean organic stuff. And responsibly treat your health properly. Treat your body with respect. And you won't have a problem. The lady I just talked to, she said because since the shots, she got COVID multiple times. Isn't that supposed to stop that? That's what we all were told. I haven't had COVID. Not once. I've been healthy this whole time. I've been healthy for 15 years. Since my surgeries ended, pretty much. Because I stopped all their synthetic drugs and I started eating real medicine. Plants, minerals, raw organic juice from plants, that H3O. Meditation, knowing my power within. Raising my frequency. That's medicine. Anything in a syringe given to you by a doctor with a man-made chemical in it, that's not medicine, that's drugs. That's a drug dealer who is paid, bribed to inject you or lie to you. Karma's going to deal with all of that. There's going to be a lot of people in jail pretty soon. A lot of judges, a lot of prosecutors, a lot of doctors, nurses. Anyone who knowingly did this stuff, karma's got to deal with that. You guys are going to be in jail. hopefully you can come to your senses and earn your forgiveness from the universe, not from me. Work your karma out. It's on your soul. So if any of you out there are doing that for a paycheck, I would highly recommend you look at it and do something else. Or not, but again, it's your karma, your soul. So I love you guys. It's 3:15 here right now in Ohio, and it's hot and hazy out. We got a lot of spray in the sky, so they're doing that as well. Anything they can do to weaken us or dumb us down. So load up on your vitamin D. I work in the sun all day long. I just poured concrete with a guy a couple days ago. I'm pouring with him tomorrow. He went to the doctor. They said his vitamin D is low. This dude's sunburnt. I mean, he's like roofer burnt. You know, if you know roofers, they get sun, like more than most people. Roofers, anyone that works on the ODOT, the Department of Transportation crews out in the highways where there's no shade, those guys get it the worst. People like me get it pretty bad in terms of I'm always out in the sun, but not as bad as being on a roof or on a highway. That's worse by far. But I get a lot of sun all day long, and I don't think my vitamin D levels are where I want them to be. So I take vitamin D. I take Z-Stack. And no, I'm not sponsoring or anything like that. I'm just saying it works for me. So boost your health, boost your knowledge, boost your, most importantly, your heart, your power within you. Know your power. When somebody comes out and says they demand this, or not laws, but what do they call them? Mandates or any kind of bullshit like that. It's not a law. You don't have to follow it. Hold strong to your power, and you'll be all right. Better than all right. You'll thrive. So, I love you guys. Going home to do some paperwork. Talk to you soon.